coming from West Coast. We have the House of Grim podcast.
Woo! Run to D-Lo, handshake them, everything. Don't worry, everybody. I'll wash my hands. Okay.
I hope you.
The main event, the world title match, the heavyweight, that one's pretty good.
Yeah,
you can never go wrong. So, yeah, you can never go wrong with the main event. I think that's the reason why they put those last. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special episode of the House of Grim podcast. All the way from Cali, the House of Grim podcast, West Coast checks in. We got Andres and Slenderman. These guys went to 3PWA at the UFC gym. Man, let me ask you guys, first and foremost, how was it meeting D'Lo Brown?
Oh, man. It's one of those moments where, I don't know, man. You can't ever live that down. It's one of those iconic moments,
Yeah, for sure. I feel the same way. I think Slenderman pretty much summed it up. It was just a great opportunity to see a wrestler. I think that's probably one of the first wrestlers that I get to meet one-on-one. So it was a nice experience. And for him to be the first one is pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly.
What I've heard from you guys, it seems like he was real down to earth, man.
Super down to earth, man.
That's a good thing when you meet somebody like that that's down to earth and not like, a jerk or something like that, or
not too full of themselves or something like that. No,
when they're awesome like that, that's awesome.
Yeah, very humble dude for sure.
Very
and
humble,
funny, very funny.
Yeah, so, funny guy.
What'd you guys think of the locale, the UFC gym for a wrestling venue?
I'll let Andres explain to you how the UFC gym looked.
So the UFC gym is pretty big. I think during that time it was pretty empty. I feel like they were going to close early, so it wasn't as packed, but you could tell it gets really full. They have a whole octagon ring in there too as well for UFC. They have a whole bunch of elliptical equipment, a lot of punching bags, and they have a whole gymnasium, I think to do calisthenics, monkey bars and all that stuff, pull-ups and all that. So it's really well equipped gym for sure.
So definitely the people in the show can get a little workout in beforehand, maybe after.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure they do. They're about 2-3 hours ahead, just pumping.
Yeah. You gotta get a nice pump for the show, brother.
Absolutely. Yeah. And there is one moment too where I had already previously met D'Lo coming out of the restroom when we were at the gym. And it's funny because when I went, I handed my phone to Andres and I was like, yo, hold my phone real quick, I'm gonna go to the restroom. Coming out, running to D'Lo, man. Run to D-Lo, handshake them, everything. Don't worry, everybody. I'll wash my hands. Okay.
I hope you wash.
Yeah. All right, I washed my hands. Okay. So I gave him a handshake. He was like, oh, and he was like, I was like, oh, I'm here for the show, man. I'm very honored to meet you, sir. Big fan. And he was, oh, thank you very much. And he was just like, I hope you enjoy the show, and we'll try to put the best show that we can for you guys. And I was like, awesome. I'm going to be right there recording. I was from a podcast here. He's like, oh, you're from a podcast? He said, all right. After the show, come talk to me. I was like, awesome. Yeah. And then I sat back down and I was like, Andres, I fucking ran into D-Lo and I didn't have my phone. I didn't have my phone to record it. Fuck.
Probably a good,
and I was like,
good thing, though.
It's cool.
It's a good way to meet somebody, and then you're not shoving your phone right in their face like, hey.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, that's also true.
Probably a good thing. Blessing in disguise, right there.
Right. Yeah, we walked in. It was all cool. Well, we just told the front dude, hey, we're here for the wrestling show. And he was like, yeah, it's right there behind me over there on the side. I was like, all right, started walking over there. Then another guy was like, hey, if you guys are here for the show, you got to go over here, follow that lady, and she'll scan your ticket. And I was like, oh, perfect. Went right there. They already had merch laid out. They had all the chairs laid out. There was already people there. They were setting up the show. They had their ring announcer in there. And I asked the girl, I was like, hey, I was like, I know you work here, so is it possible maybe by chance I could get an interview or two with one of the guys or some of the girls or whatever, after the show, if it's possible. She was like, maybe. She was like, I'll just have to ask. And I was like, perfect. You let me know. I'm going to be sitting right over here in the front row. And we sat there. Then the ring announcer, we met him because he was going by around. So we stopped him real quick. Hey, what's up? We're from the House of Grim podcast. We're here from our YouTube channels based in Michigan, but we out here in Cali getting all the stuff from the West Coast.
Yeah, you know? HGP West Coast, brother.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
So he was like, oh, all right, you said House of Grim podcast on YouTube? I was like, yes, sir. And he was like, all right, cool, awesome. And then I asked him as well. I was like, is it possible if at the end of the show we can get an interview or two for, one of the wrestlers or one of the girls or something? He's like, he thought about it. He was like, let me see what I can muster up, but I'll let you know. And I was like, all right, perfect. And it was awesome because right when the show started, the ring announcer was saying, okay, we're going to start the show. He was introducing that he had wrestlers coming from over in the east side, over in the central side, and then he said something about Pasadena, and then he gave us a shout out. He said, we got the House of Grim podcast here.
Oh, dude.
So, love it that they showed love. Man.
That's awesome, right?
Love it.
Let me ask you guys,
and what's up?
What was your guys' favorite match on the card?
If it wasn't the main event, it's got to be the girl one, the women's match. If it wasn't the main event, it's got to be the women's match. The tag team match was fucking great, but the only reason why I'm saying the women's match is because when I told that girl, I told her because she was doing this one specific move, like bouncing her off the mid ropes from each side, except the side that we were on. I started yelling out, "Bring her over here! Do it over here!" And what she do? Put her ass on that side too. So that was pretty cool, interaction with the crowd right there. Yeah.
What about
for me? For sure, it was the main event, the world title match, the heavyweight. That one was pretty good.
Yeah,
you can never go wrong. So you can never go wrong with the main event. I think that's the reason why they put those last. So that was like my favorite one.
I'll tell you, sometimes the curtain jerker, the start match, one that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes
the ones that started. The ones that started, they did good.
If you're not last, you want to be first. You know what I'm saying? That's the saying in wrestling.
You want to set the bar.
Yeah. You want to set the bar, exactly, And I think those guys that came out at first, they did a very good job in setting the bar because what came afterwards was just wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was great. It was fucking awesome.
Definitely.
And,
good match starting.
Yeah.
Would you guys go again?
Oh, we are going again. Yeah.
You guys are going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have a show coming up in July 12th at the Buena Park. It will be an outdoor show, so that's pretty cool. D'Lo Brown is gonna be there, and we had something cooking up for y'all, so I'm gonna just lay it out on this episode right here. If that's cool with you, Grams.
It's up to you, man. Go ahead. Your
boy
podcast, West Coast, brother.
Your boy has done something very special for the House of Grim podcast. And it comes from me and Andres. We have done something that, very first time in history, of course, but we actually managed to talk D'Lo Brown into doing an interview for the House of Grim podcast on the next show. All he said to do was just show up early, come and find me, we'll sit down, you set up your equipment, and we'll shoot the shit. He said, we'll talk it up. He said, we'll chop it up, ask me anything you want, we'll shoot the shit.
Yeah. And I said it better.
It was awesome.
D'Lo, first question. How'd you get so cool?
She gets so cool.
Right? How'd you get so cool, man?
That is just awesome, man. That's what you like to hear from like a celebrity story. You know what I'm saying? Like wrestler, celebrity, don't matter. You hear so many stories about people just being jerks. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, you didn't get to where you're at just by Taylor alone, fans got you there too. You know what I'm saying? So it's
fans
awesome.
gotta love you, man.
It's awesome when you hear about these people that are so nice to them.
Real humble. You know what I'm saying?
Fans need to understand too. There's time and place for stuff. Say that, especially with all this stalker stuff and like mainstream wrestlers like being met at the airport and people shoving stuff in their faces. Sign like, man, if you're going through the airport, don't nobody want nothing shoved in their face.
Right. Or even when you're shopping,
unless it's a free food sample, I might take that. You know what I'm
saying? right. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah,
especially that.
If you're like at a wrestling show and the wrestler's there and you're talking to them, if they're cool, that's awesome. That's the best part.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And what caught me by surprise was that I did not know that D'Lo Brown was going to be in there. What's his name? Slender actually got the tickets, so I just came in, no ice, looking at the card or nothing. So I was surprised when I saw him.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting him to be there, like someone big to be there.
Man.
So I was like, hold up.
I saw you on TV before.
I know you. You were the.
And everything.
That was the two belt holder at the time, man.
Oh yeah.
European and what else? The Ice-T, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he was holding. Man, I have a lot of respect for D'Lo Brown, man. He went up against Kurt Angle when he was in his prime, man. You know what I mean? Like, wow.
He shared the ring with a lot of the top talent back in the Attitude Era.
Yeah, he shared a lot. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, with The Rock, too.
In there with The Rock and a faction with The Rock.
Yeah, with The Rock. I was like, what the hell? Yeah.
Nation of domination.
The Rock gave that man a Rolex.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's just...
Oh, yeah.
So... Let me ask you guys this. How would you describe the wrestling style in Cali and the independent scene?
Well, I'll tell you this. Oh, well, sorry. I'll let others go first.
Go first. And go first, then I'll let you go. Go first.
All right. Well, I feel like from what I've seen on the show, there's a lot of powerhouse and technical wrestlers. There are some high flyers, but I feel like they're a little like maybe they're held back from doing their high flying moves. I feel that way because there are times where they'll get on the middle rope and then do something, but I was expecting for at least one or two of them, which they did. One or two of them did go off the top rope, but I felt like when they went off the top rope, it felt so natural to them that for some reason, I say again, it feels like they're being held back from those moves just to keep everything safe.
Yeah, true.
And, I say powerhouses because, man, these guys were actually slamming each other around. I'll tell you that right now. When they were landing on that mat, you heard the mat. You heard that motherfucker.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and I think the reason why I think they're like Slender had mentioned they were restricted is because we were kind of close to the ring side a little bit. So I guess they couldn't like high fly like off the ropes to the bottom of the thing. So I think that's the reason like he mentioned that it was a little restricted. But yeah a lot of powerhouse for sure.
Yeah, a lot of powerhouse stuff. A lot of power bombs. A lot of side slams.
Last thing you want to do is go to do a move and jump out into the crowd and take out somebody, and then
that actually did kind of happen at the tag team match.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. They fucking the tag team match. I think it was Ron and Guy, Party Killer team against Delirium.
Killer Party versus Delirium.
Killer Party, yes.
Killer Party
versus Delirium, yes. Absolutely right. Those two guys, when they four went at it, they actually did a high move off the top rope. They landed on a fan. The fan was completely cool about it, Awesome. But I guess you could say the fan had it coming because he was ignoring them. He was on his phone. He was on his phone. And they were chatting to him. They're like, hey, the show's up here. And no, he just ignored him on his phone. So
he was on his own.
I guess you can say he had it coming. You know what I'm saying?
Old Dan Bob during the live streams.
Right.
I'm just giving you a crap, Dan.
Hell yeah. None but love, Dan Bob. We're just breaking balls, okay?
What'd you guys think of their title belts?
Their title belts are pretty interesting. I didn't get a good look at them myself, to be honest with you. But there are 2 videos out there right now as a story on the House of Grim podcast if you want to go take a look at those belts from what you can see.
Uploaded a couple shorts of Slenderman doing a little journalistic activities at the event. He got to ask a question of one of the tag champs and of the heavyweight champ.
Well, the heavyweight champ, yep, for 3PWA.
Yeah.
Uploaded those as shorts, so go check them out if you haven't already.
I think the only one that did kind of like looked a little bit different was the girls' title match. I think it was pink, right, Slenderman? So that one had like a pop flip.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't seen one of those in. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I like it when they like, kind of make the female title look a little bit different.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of the Divas title back in the day when they had it pink with the little butterfly thing on there.
Oh, okay.
It looked kind of nice.
I like
so that was fine.
I like the women's IC title and WWE over the men's title because the white strap. Dude.
Yeah, the white strap does
bring the white strap back for the IC title. Period.
Yeah.
I would even say it would probably be a good idea to put the US title on a strap.
Right.
And white and blue, just.
I think they do, but it's for the women's, though, right? I think the women's has a white.
Yeah, the women's has the white strap. Yeah,
they got all the women belts have the white strap.
Yeah, I guess they did that so you could tell them apart. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think the IC title should have a white strap, and then the US title. The women's tag titles, they could put that on any strap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just that's one area I wish WWE would change things. We're not talking about that. We're talking about indies. Back to it. What was the like? So where'd they come out of? Did they have like something up, like a curtain?
They had a curtain up. Yeah, they had a whole little
logo on it and all that.
No, they actually didn't have any logos on it. There was just a red curtain all around. Okay. It connected up to the octagon that they had there, which was right next to us. So it was curtained up right next to us. And then it went around this way. And right behind me, like right here, per se, they had these lampposts up. And then they had right behind it in the middle, they had the curtain split and they would come out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they would just play their music over the speakers that they had standing up right there,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They perform like at multiple UFC gyms?
From what I know, yeah. They do the one in Corona, California and the one in La Mirada. This one that they're doing, I believe it's like I don't want to say a church, but it feels like it's kind of like a church, but they're outside.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So it's going to be a pretty sizable lot.
Yeah.
And I fully expect it to be more packed than when it was when the show we went to in La Mirada. So we'll just see what happens. I mean, one thing that truly appealed to me when I was reading the description, they got a full bar. They got a full bar.
They can mean the difference between somebody coming and somebody not coming.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Even if there wasn't, you still got me coming.
Me personally, I can enjoy wrestling without a beer, you know what I'm saying? But...
yeah, honestly, yeah, perfect.
You know what I'm saying? If it's there, sometimes I might partake, but...
Exactly. If it's there, why not have a beer or two? But if it's not, that's completely fine. The show's still going to be great anyways.
Right.
Yes.
So, was this your guys' first indie show ever? Or?
Pretty much.
This is my first one ever.
So you guys went to Raw on Netflix, the first one ever. Now you've been to an indie event. Let me ask you guys, for the amount you paid, which do you think is the better value?
Hands down, indie, man.
Yeah, indie's pretty neat.
I mean, you got the whole crowd with the excitement and WWE and everything, but you pay hundreds of dollars to sit way up high.
Yeah.
When if you want to pay more than hundreds of dollars, you could sit up close where it's actually worth it. But like I said, I would prefer rather to pay the price of what an indie show charges rather than the thousands of dollars of what it is just to sit in the front.
And you never know who you're gonna see on the end.
And I feel like
Walked
the
in,
fan
you saw
interaction,
D'Lo Brown. Like, what the hell?
exactly, and the fan interactions with the wrestlers while the show's going on is A1.
Yeah.
Even if you're in the third row in the back, they still say what's up to you, man. You know what I mean?
They can hear you. They can see you.
They can hear you. They can see you. Yep, exactly.
You interacting is one of the things that makes the show.
Exactly.
Go out there and interact. Me and Dan Bob just went to a show for my birthday on Saturday.
Nice.
He took me out to Port Huron to Chaos, their Wild Summer Night show, and man, oh man, we had a blast. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was hot in the place where we were at, and it was probably like 100 degrees in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was warm and muggy outside. Inside, and they just had the ceiling fans going. Ooh, it was hot, but it was a blast, dude. Like, we were interacting with the wrestlers. We took somebody who had never been to a show, so we gave him a sign to hold up. He's over there. And one of the wrestlers there, who had interacted with the sign, he was like, "Dude, we love signs. Wish they would come back. Like, and we want signs on the indies. So maybe next time you guys take a
we gotta do that. Yeah,
small little whiteboard so you can change it in between matches. For who you're rooting for. 'Cause I've done that before. Or take a poster board or something. I don't know.
Yeah. That would be a good idea. Very good idea. Yeah, we should probably do that for the next show.
Interacting with you guys. You know what I'm saying? We get a shot.
Right? Yeah.
Like, you suck, and then they come out and rip the sign out of your hand or something.
Right?
And the guy we took, we gave him a sign over in the corner holding it up. I told him when to, I was waiting for this one tag team to come out because we've seen them on a few shows, so I was like, I know they're going to interact with him. And he's over there holding it up, and when he saw the sign finally, he hopped out of the ring, and big dude tore it out of his hand and said, "Big Dom eats corn the long way." Inspired by a Bill Goldberg sign from back in the day. Some fan held up a sign that says, "Goldberg eats corn the long way."
Nice.
After that, I was like, keep that in the old memory bank for somebody.
For somebody, yeah.
So,
but for sure, the next show we'll take the signs, see what's up.
I want to see how it works out. I wrote down Timu Lesnar on one for one of the wrestlers.
Timu Lesnar, that's great.
Homeboy was holding it up, and one of the other fans wanted it, and it made its way all the way up to the front row, where his opponent saw it, was like, "That's awesome."
That's awesome.
Like, he's over here beating the crap out of him, turns and looks and says, "Timu Lesnar, that's awesome." Dude, I'm here for it, man. We're gonna run a little experiment here on HGP West Coast. Make a sign next time.
Yeah.
See,
we're gonna see, man. Hey, just so you guys know, that next show,
like a cheap whiteboard is the way. It's my personal favorite to get.
Yeah, of course.
Then you can, if there's a little bit of a hardcore match, you can use my sign on it.
Right.
Might have a prop to take home after that. Might be in pieces, but you might have a prop.
Right.
Speaking from experience, ladies and gentlemen.
All I gotta say, man, from this next show that we're going to, we got some stuff cooking up for y'all. Well, based on some ideas thrown around, and make some stuff happen. So hopefully it happens. and we're gonna have something special. I'm gonna have a lot of special stuff coming from that show.
Dude, man. Well, the you already got like an interview from the tag team champs, because I mean their interview's gonna come out before this, so
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we already interviewed the tag team champs.
We're bringing you guys talent from another state, from the opposite coast, West Coast, baby. We're bringing them all the way to the Midwest and letting you guys, find out what's going on in Cali.
And I don't even know if I should say it, but I'm going to say it just because the episode's going to come out before. I have already lined up. Your boy's going to get some chops.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I already told those guys. You don't even have to ask me anything when you see me. As soon as you see me, go to the back, ask some other people. Ask all the other guys and all the other girls over there. You done to give this one fan a chop, he's going to record it, so it's consent. It's consented, okay? I want the chops, okay? So I'm throwing that out there right now.
They're going to be like, I don't know. Just tell them if they have any doubts to let them know you're a member of the bloodline.
Probably I'll just be like, hey, if anything, they'll probably just tell him he could take it. He's Yokozuna's second nephew.
Yeah, he's all right. He's a little Uzi,
Yeah, a little Uzi. Once you see him, you'll know what I'm talking about. They see me, they'll be like, oh yeah, he could take it. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna have Andres record it for me while I'm taking those chops, man. Yeah. I'm gonna need a chop from everybody, but it's only 10 people. I already specified it, 10 people. It could be men or women, I don't care. But I hope they save their best for last, because if they get the heavyweight champion to do it, I don't know if I want him to go first or last. It looks like he gonna put a pack in that slot right there.
I can tell you, chops hurt.
Yeah, I bet, man. You took a few right ranks. How was your experience with that?
Oh, they hurt. I was trying to no sell it, but my hardest, but they hurt.
Yeah, I bet, man.
I was trying to be tough because Dan Bob, he weaseled out after 3.
I
was like,
yeah, I seen that episode.
Like, Dan Bob, you bastard.
You little fucking.
I said, do it for the views, Dan Bob. Do it for the views. Or her filming.
I mean, his chest was red though.
Oh yeah.
Was red. I saw them hand marks on him.
Oh yeah.
That man chopped him. He reevaluated life. Started doing taxes.
Started doing taxes. Crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh man, you guys remember Step Brothers, where they start like, being mature, and like he's sitting there like with the Chewbacca mask and he takes it off.
Oh yeah,
then he
takes it off and he's like, nah, he puts it down.
That was Dan Bob after the chop, brother.
He's like, what am I doing on here?
He's like, I'm not a podcaster.
Right.
Oh man. I can't wait. I can't wait for you guys to go check out another promotion,
Oh yeah, we're gonna go to definitely another promotion. Yeah. I was looking up on this app where I got the tickets from 3PWA. They actually have way more promotions on there.
Oh, yeah, you'll be surprised at how you'll find stuff, man.
Yeah.
We've been having people reach out to us. But yeah, you'll have to send me some dates for their upcoming shows, so that way I can throw it on our independent news.
I got one right here. I could advertise for you right now. July 12th show right here, fella.
July 12th, ladies and gentlemen.
And there goes there goes Gaiku and Ron. And there goes the heavyweight champ right there.
Oh yeah, he looks like his chops would hurt.
And then the old D'Lo right there.
D'Lo Brown. Now he's the commissioner.
Yes, he is the commissioner for 3PWA.
Is he?
And also a commentator.
Okay.
He is a commentator.
Is he like does he own the promotion? Do you guys know, or?
I don't know if he
I'm
owns
not too
it,
sure. Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure he's the head of the table.
yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah,
He's the tribal chief.
he did it for The Rock.
Well, that's awesome, dude. Hey, when you guys go back, whatever content you can get, we'll throw it up and all that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
absolutely,
uploading a bunch of the Slayer Man sent me so many videos, ladies and gentlemen. So many. I got like probably shorts for the next 6 months.
A lot of videos.
I'll be up.
If you can even throw some on the side as we were talking about,
Dude,
that'd be great.
I will. I'll throw them up in the video, brother.
On the sides or in the bottom, wherever my camera location is, throw it over here, there, and down there, and up here.
Yeah, gotcha. We'll throw some stuff.
Cover the whole screen if you need to. Goddammit.
But yeah, I'll do that, and like I said, I'll upload them in shorts too. So
Absolutely, yeah. Shorts works too, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Short form content, I think, might be an area where we've been lacking. You know what I'm saying? So
A little bit.
been trying to encourage Dan Bob to make some more Dan Bob shorts. So
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to say about 3PWA before we end?
Yeah. Make sure you guys go look them up on Instagram and YouTube.
Yep.
They have channels and pages over there. Make sure you guys comment on their stuff. Check out the shows whenever they have them. If you guys happen to catch us there, me and Andres, come and say hi. Goddammit.
Yeah.
We don't bite.
That's right.
We don't bite, man.
Yeah, we
Alright.
know for sure.
You gonna be rocking the sweatshirt when you go?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know I am. Absolutely. I'm gonna take my hat, the sweatshirt. Man, I got you, man. Don't even worry about it.
It was a
Hopefully
custom.
it's not
too.
that hot, man.
Hopefully it's not. I'll have to get you guys some shirts out that way, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. You already know.
You said the next show is going to be on the outside, right? It's going to be outside. Or
Yeah,
something.
it's gonna be outside, outdoor. From what I read in the description, yes, outdoor.
Okay.
Shirts.
Yeah, and it looks like it's gonna be sunny that day, so we're good.
Oh yeah. Hopefully it's in the afternoon, like not
Yeah,
afternoon, but evening in the evening time.
Yeah. Show
hopefully
starts
it's
at
in the
6
evening.
p.m.
Oh yeah, perfect. That's when the sun is already kind of settling
Exactly.
down.
That's when sunset. Yep. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have lights for when the sun really goes down, so we'll still be able to see the show and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, that's one thing I want to experience. You know what I'm saying? Is an outdoor wrestling event. I've never been to an outdoor event. Mainstream professional wrestling or independent professional wrestling. So that's one of my goals for this year is to make an outdoor show.
And that's crazy. That's one of your goals, and we're about to do it on our second fucking visit.
Dude.
Yeah.
The problem is most
of
the times when they do like these outdoor shows, it's like Friday. I don't get out of work.
Oh, this is a
3,
Saturday.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's just a Saturday, man. You got all day.
Yeah.
Either way, I rather prefer to go to the 3PWA show on July 12th because let's face it, y'all. Goldberg sucks.
Gold.
Saturday night's mini match.
Yeah. Laneberg.
Dude,
Laneberg.
here on the House of Grim podcast, we back Bret Hart and saying, "Fuck you, Bill Goldberg." Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Thank you, House of Grim podcast West Coast. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Keep bringing us the content. As always,
absolutely. Make sure, everybody, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
And turn on that little bell right there to find out whenever you're up on a short.
Yeah,
turn it on. It don't cost you nothing but 2 clicks. Subscribe and then the bell. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be entertained. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.